As part of the Species Survival Fund, we've worked with Storms Farm, located in the north of the Forest. They were having a few issues with some flooding close by, which was causing nutrient runoff onto a local SSSI. A SSSI is a site of special scientific interest, really important for nature conservation.
Well, we're farmers commoners. That's what we do full time. We've got about 50 acres. We also lease and rent about another sort of 800, 900 acres. But the farm itself is on the side of a hill, so we get a lot of water collecting on the surrounding hill and valley, running down, and literally it runs straight through the farm and then into a ditch system that then runs out into the mire. And so obviously the water runoff has got to be kept clean. That's been one of our major issues. And in the last few years, it's getting worse and worse, the amount of rain and runoff we're having. The problem is we're getting in really heavy, short spells. So the farm, particularly this year, flooded 4 times up to about 12 inches deep. All the cattle then coming off the forest during the winter months. We got a lot of muck that gets trampled out through the yard. Not having concrete, it turned into rather muddy, sort of brown water. And that runoff is obviously discharging down through our farm.
So we work very closely with the landowner, and this is such an important part of the process to think about some of the practical solutions that together will help the farm business function, but also better protect the environment.
And we came up with some proposals that would stop, obviously, the runoff into the mire. That was the idea. Clean that ditch out, put a much larger 12-inch pipe underneath the road. We put some sleepers up to reinforce the banks to stop that collapse from the tractors running over it. Basically, what the culvert does is catch the rainwater from the hills as it comes down before it enters into the farm, and diverts it back through a ditch through the culvert underneath the road into another ditch that then runs down beside another field out into the mire. So literally, the water is pure water runoff from the fields. It doesn't actually go through the farm, which works really well.
Together with the landowner, we also laid some concrete down, which really helps with livestock management and the management of the manure on site.
So the concrete made a huge difference this year, actually.
Because it's enabled us to keep the cows, if you like, a bit cleaner, perhaps, than they have in the past, because it's much easier for us to take away the muck and everything now. Obviously, there's a lot less runoff. The whole setup has just made our lives easier. Our animal husbandry then's better. So there's better outcomes all round. Just the whole process was stress-free, really, for us. You know, we had a lot of help and advice.
And so the work that's gone in now not only improves it in my lifetime, but that's going to be a legacy that's going to carry on.